Hello and welcome. I'm Ashley from Yoga for That and founder of the Live Better program. Today's video is all about letting go of old patterns of behavior in order to reach your goals. Today I'm sharing my 3 tips of how to deal with old patterns of behavior in order to reach your goals. So step number 1, or tip number 1, is to recognize your patterns of behavior. I'm not saying that your behavior is bad or is the only thing stopping you from reaching your goals. But if you're struggling with reaching your goals, it might be that past behaviors and just your natural pattern of behavior isn't conducive to reaching the goal or goals that you've set out for yourself recently. Myself, I'm a planner, I'm an organizer, I will spend all day planning and organizing, and I'm really bad at taking action, no matter how easy I make that step to be for myself. I, for whatever reason, just struggle with taking action. That's my pattern of behavior, and that's how I created my Live Better program. I believe there's 3 steps to reaching your goals. Step 1 is to determine your goal. Step 2 is to plan your goal out for success. And step 3 is to take action. So I had the first 2 steps down really well, and the 3rd step not so well. So I've been working really hard at balancing planning and acting so that I can reach the goals that I set out for myself. How this looks when I set out a goal for myself is, how can I create action steps that are almost foolproof for me? So I'm very good at planning out specifically what I need and I want to do. So I've taken that kind of organization into my action steps so that I pretty much just write down my agenda exactly what I need to do. It's not an overall cascading thing of, for example, plan a party. I wouldn't just write plan party. I would write plan party, and then I would list all the things that I need to do to plan that party, and then the action step I need to take to complete all those steps. So if it's organize the theme or plan the theme, then my action step would be buy decorations in said theme, buy cake in said theme, all of the steps that I need to do, and then I would put those steps in my planner or my agenda so that I would know on a specific day that exact action step that I need to take. Because this is a reoccurring pattern for me, and I've been really aware of it, especially for the past couple of years, and really working hard on it, I now know the steps that I need to take for myself to be able to reach my goals more efficiently and more quickly. A step that you might want to take if you're not aware of your current pattern of behavior is to journal, and take at least a couple weeks to journal how you deal with situations. Are you positive? Are you negative? Do you feel overwhelmed? Do you feel excited? What kind of patterns of behavior do you have around reaching the goals that you've set out? So think of a goal that you have right now, and especially if it's been a long-term goal, think of some of the things, some of your behaviors you have that may have prevented you from reaching that goal. So if you're opposite of me and you're usually an action taker, but you haven't planned out how to reach your goal, maybe that's something you need to work on. So take some time to look at your goals and the patterns of behavior that you have around achieving those goals. Tip number 2, or step number 2, is to assess the effectiveness of your current pattern of behavior. So I'm not saying to completely change the way you deal with things. I'm saying look at how you do deal with things and how you might upgrade how you deal with things, because the way you've been dealing with things has worked for some things. I'm sure you've achieved some things in your life for sure. So look back at the things you have achieved, how you achieved them, and maybe apply some of those action steps or planning steps or organizational steps to the goals you have now. So what worked for you in the past in reaching your goals, how you can apply those behaviors to the goals you have currently. Tip number 3 or step number 3 is try a new strategy. Like I said, I've been working really hard about balancing planning and taking action. So think of something small that you can start on, maybe within your own schedule or your own routine of how you deal with things that come up for yourself. Do you plan more? Do you organize more? Do you work on taking more action steps like I'm working on? If you're feeling like things are missing, take a few weeks, few days at least, to try some new strategies and see how they work for you. It doesn't really matter what does work and what doesn't. It's really focused on figuring out what works best for you and how effective your new strategies and new tools are for you to reach your goals. If you're interested in joining my Live Better program, please see the link down below for more information. I will be offering a new special in the middle of February, but that will only be for my 5-week Live Better program. I'll link to more information down below. Enjoy the rest of your week, and let me know in the comments which strategy, tip, or tool you think will work best for you in helping you reach your goals.